Somebody to love. Do 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 do. Hi. What's up? What's up, Knuckle? Shavahabas? What's going on? How we doing today? A lot of streams today. Friday's a great day for streaming. We had Foxanne early this morning, then Whip, then John, then Zen Ginger's here. Myrtle, first in my heart, Myrtle, at least. Tug of War. Do people remember the Tug of War? Do people remember that image? There's a great story with that. It made me laugh very, very hard. I'll tell that story later about the thumbnail. Most of you remember it, I'm sure, but so I'm sure there's some people that don't know what that thumbnail is about, other than the obvious. So anyways, tons of great streams today. If you don't know where to look, fishfam.link, go look. You look at the calendar, and you can see it's solid. It's solid. All day long streams today. I didn't set it up. Hold, please. I did not set it up to go to anybody else today. You've got a couple of choices right after me. You've got Aquarium Adventures with Graham, and you also got Lefty. Lefty's back today, so get rid of this autofocus because I absolutely hate that. Apply it. Okay, gone. That autofocus drives me crazy. That's something I have to set all the time. Okay, Nano Aquarium Guy, what's up, Jay? Jay was first here. How has your week been? You said you've been crazy busy, so it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Huawei's dropping some links. Jeremy. Beautiful phrase that you chose the proper words there. An anal bead tug of war would be the shit. Good job. That's my sense of humor right there. You did it. Thanks, Jeremy. Starting off with a good laugh. Jenna P, what's up, Jenna? Jenna will be our guest next Tuesday, and I haven't talked to Steven yet, but I think Steven will be my guest the following Tuesday. But I gotta verify that. I don't know. But Jenna will be will be my guest. Almost. If you missed Whip's stream this morning, it was Ed, myself, Skipper, and Whip, and there was one part where Whip had like a frog in his throat, and it made me laugh so hard. Dee Dee sent out a clip. She got a clip of it, and it was so hard. We were dying laughing. It's happened to me before, so no shade at Whip. I mean, it happens to people, but he got like a frog in his throat, and it was sort of like, it sounded just like a Muppet, and it just killed me. It made me laugh so hard. I have watched that clip. I put it on my community tab too. I've watched it 50 times. It was so funny. It was a good way to start the day. It really was, with Whip. And there's Whip right there. And Skipper, what's up, dude? Hello. Skipper's gonna be on his vacation super soon. Stephen P. Hi, Stephen. Zanny, good morning. And there's Myrtle. I'm finally down to where Myrtle came in. Victor C. Hello. Now, Victor, you asked me to tell you how this was going to taste. This came from Kelly Foreman, Dr. Foreman, and it is in Russian, but this is pine cone jam. Pine cone jam. We're not going to try it today. We're going to try this next week, but it'll be on one of the live streams. It'll be a Snarf or Barf. It looks a little bit more liquid than most of like the jams that I'm used to, but I'm really excited to dig into this and see what this tastes like. And thank you, Kelly Foreman. As always, Kelly's done so much for me and the channel, so I appreciate that. Jeff Kane, what's up, dude? You working today? I gotta assume you're working. Night Owl Aquatics, hello. Deep cut reference. Get it? Deep. That's all that counts. Number one in my heart. Do remember the image, always get a laugh. We'll talk about that. There's Whip. That was late because Whip came in earlier and that just now showed up. Maybe it was before I started the stream. Debs is here. Good morning, Debs. Are you holding things down over there in the UK? Lori, where you been? Are you just busy? We miss you, Lori. It's good to see you, Monster Fish Gal. We don't see you often these days. I don't see you. I've been thinking about you and wondering where you're at, and hopefully it's all good stuff. Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Jenny Lynn. Jennifer Jenny. What? Lost my favorite penny. Something. De La Soul, right? Was it De La Soul? Jennifer Jenny. Lost my favorite penny. Dun, 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 dun. She kissed me and I hollered. I don't remember how it goes. It's been a long time. My Fish Tanks Aquatics. John, what's happening? Good morning. Thank you for sending people over. I do appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. And easy for me to say blah, 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 now. Huawei. I'm here, but at the dog park. Nice. I really need to get there. Yeah, Skipper sent me the clip of Dedekins. From Dedekins, yeah. It might have to be in March. My work days in February just got busy. Understand, Stephen. Understood. Yep. We'll talk about it. Matt, what's going on? Listen to Posty and missed the start. Yeah, there's nothing. You didn't miss something. Tomatillo and hi, Matt. And again, thank you, Matt, for putting together. There we go. He dropped the link, so you can go look at that link. He he's scraping the chat to get the Fishymon, the Fishymon. That's sort of what they are. They're Pokemon and Fishymon, and they're Fishymon. They're sorry, Kirk. This game right here, where you can see that right there. If you've caught some of these, you can go look and see which ones you've caught. Rachel's got like 21 of them or something like that, but you can go to that link and see how many you've caught and which ones you need to still. You can't see which ones you still need to catch because you don't know how many are out there, but you don't know which ones are out there. So you can't tell which ones you haven't caught. You can only tell which ones you have caught. And there's no way for us to do the other part, which is fine. But thanks again, Matt, for that. Tomatillo, I noticed you said that you guys are finally getting through things. You got sinus stuff going on, that the family's feeling better. And good. I'm glad. Still a little off. Grandbaby doing great, though. That's good. All right. It jumped already. We got pine cone jam. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's Whip. There is Whip. And Skull Aquatics. What's up, Curtis? What's happening? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. So
we're going to do a Snarf for Barf.
Soul, Jennifer taught me per Google. Good job, Zenny. Zenny's like my personal Google. It should be the Zen Google. The Zen Google. The Ginger Google. Ginger. That sounds like something else.
Jingle. Oh, hopefully that voice mod. I wasn't paying attention. Bwizzle dropping $5. Thank you, man. Can't stay long. Driving a lot. Much love, everyone. And we're doing stuff today from Bwizzle. We've got this little Oreos. That's what they look like. We've got some Freshkas, the Fresh Maker, and we've got some of these. Which the other thing that I had from this company, which I believe is Hershey in Mexico, if I remember correctly. It's Hershey out of Mexico. I tried something the other day. I thought I saved it. I saved the wrapper because I wanted to actually buy some. It was the thing I tried the other day from this brand. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see the brand. It's hard to read it too because it's bent. Get bent. Pelon, maybe? It's Hershey's out of Mexico. I know that. They had something that was sort of like a Tootsie Roll, but it had a chili powder mix. It was so good. It was really good. It was one of my favorite things that I've had so far. Okay. Jenny, no to be sorry, my friend. Friday morning is not a great time for regular working type folks. Yeah. And Matt or Whip was saying that. See, Whip had a lot of people in there. He's doing an amazing job. Look, there's only 24 here. Whip had 60 some in there. And as far as daytime goes, I usually do pretty well. But and it's not a competition, but Whip's kicking my ass. It's 60 some people he peaked at, 64, 61. I don't know. He hit 60. And for that early in the daytime, that's amazing. It just shows, how much people want to watch Whip. I was gonna name the page that, and I'm like, wait, that won't work. Being scraped by Matt. I don't like the sound of that at all. I have 18. What the fish? What the fish? Matt said I'm going to add some more logic to show which ones you haven't caught, at least the ones that are out there. Oh, gotcha. Okay. And don't put too much effort into it. I already appreciate what you've done so far. You saved me a ton. But again, we've had that conversation, and it really just benefits me and the people who are interested. But still, it's for my stream only, and that's the kind of stuff I feel uncomfortable about. I like when stuff's community. But it makes me a little uncomfortable when it's only stuff for me or my channel. Okay. Very air traffic controller. Jesus. Controlly. Storm Rider, what's up, Melvin? Hello, Melvin. With the mic shoved in his mouth.
Yeah, this is Trail Driver. Subject class, student leaving house, 342 South 43.
What the audio Batman? Chopper Rick. I wonder what the name of that one was. Someone should send Rico a Snarf or Barf of regular Oreos and plain Lays. Okay, it jumped again. All right. What if he barfs eating those, Jenna? Maybe he's only because eating weird food and regular food is off-putting to him. No food is off-putting to me, really. I enjoy a lot of different stuff. And that's true in life. I'm just that way in life. I think you need to have broad... I like broads. I don't know. Pooplin, what's up, dude? Carlos Diaz, stuck in a Zoom, but lurking at work. Thanks for being here, dude. Stay safe today. Carlos is a fireman. All right, got some catching going on. Skipper, did you catch it? Nope, did it get away? Oh, Skipper caught it. Don't you tell me what I can and can't do. That's true. I won't. I will not. You do you, and I'll appreciate all the stuff that you like. What about those bandaged jelly beans? Yeah, those were bad. Those were bad. And Myrtle dropped a link in the fish cord where some people were doing a TikTok with those Bean Boozled things, and I felt like they were overreacting because the girl would put it in her mouth and then she would just spit it out, and then they were like, and it seemed like a massive overreaction. I try to be honest about those things when I'm tasting this food. I want you to really know what the food is like, As long as other people like it and use it, it's worth it to me. Well, then thanks, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is pudding off pudding? Pudding is on pudding. Pudding. I like pudding on pudding. Putting pudding on pudding is very on pudding. I do like pudding. I'm a big fan of pudding. My daughter does not like pudding. Sometimes I wonder. Why don't we jump into it? There's still not a lot of people here, but we might as well jump into it anyways and do these. All right, so this is the first one. Again, I don't know what, I can't read it. And these are what they look like. It's a thin sleeve. They look like little Oreos. With a Celtic knot on it. It smells just like an Oreo. Anything weird in it? A lot of oils, cocoa powder, fructose corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup. It's funny because they always say Americans use that so much, but yet, you know what I'm saying? It's used around the world. Yeah, it doesn't really doesn't stand out anything. Oh, here we go. Petite Kuro Coco. Petite Kuro Coco. Sounds like a porn star's name. All right. Little Oreo. Look at see cute. Oh. It's an Oreo. A little softer. Coro Coco. Petite Coro. It's a Petite Coro. On pudding. I'm going to start saying that when I like something. Yeah. Tastes like shit, apparently. Pudding sometimes has a weird texture I'm not fond of. I've never had any that I don't really like. I mean, I even like the tapioca, mostly just like banana pudding. I love banana pudding. Like, I'll make banana pudding and take it out of the fridge in the big metal bowl and eat the whole damn thing. Geek Boy, what's up? Kerosene, good morning, Kerosene. 3 streams in one day. I'm on a roll. Nice. And you got streams all day if you can be here. All day long, there's streams. Going to be mostly lurking this time, though. Kids get picked up soon, driving them off to grandma's 2 hours away for the weekend. Wow, that's what we used to do when I was a kid. When I was little and we lived in northern Indiana, every weekend we would go stay with my grandparents. We would go hang out with my grandparents and stay at their place for the weekend. I remember my brother, I think it was my brother. See, the memory is sort of tainted. One of us, my brother or myself, pissed on my grandpa in the middle of the night. I think it was my brother. When I remember is that my grandpa was mad at in the morning, we're all sitting at the table eating breakfast at my grandparents', and my grandpa's like, oh, my arm is so sore, my shoulder. And we're like, why, Grandpa? And he's like, well, my brother's name is Tom. Tom came in and pissed on me last night. You came in and peed on me. He said he walked in, my grandpa's sleeping, and he woke up, and there's Tommy standing there, Tom, and he just peed on him. Yeah, your brother stick with that. See, I think it was him. I don't remember doing it, but again, I was like 4 years old, so I don't really remember, the whole thing, but I feel like it was my brother who did that. Teeny tiny, a little softer. Did Matt send presents? Jenna P says we had a banana pudding cake king last. Ooh, I didn't know they made those. Unfortunately, I think a king cake would ship very well. They make them in Rochester too. I just saw that the other day. There's a place in Rochester, which is about an hour west of me, hour and 15 minutes west of me, that makes king cakes. And I wonder if they have that one. I guess they're famous for it in this area. Rico's mind putting the blame on his brother. Probably. I just remember him being mad at my brother and not me. My brother was a couple years older than me, almost. He's like, I don't know, he's like 17 or 19 months older than me. Anyways, baby Oreos. We know it was you. Hey, I would be proud of it. I would be proud of it. I would be like, oh yeah, I remember when I pissed on my grandpa. That would be a fun story. I would run with that, That'd be something, that'd be like the proudest moment in my life. That would take over making Lisa from KG Tropicals say she ate her own poo. All right, again, it's just a small Oreo. That's exactly what it is. It's a little bit, it's not as crunchy. Not that Oreos are that crunchy, but you know what I mean. It's not as crunchy as an Oreo. It's a little bit softer. Okay. And again, hold on. This came from Bwizzle, and Munch Addict. Munch Addict. Brandon sent me, I guess he signed up for 3 of those. He has sent me, I actually got 3 packages, but one of them was lost for a little bit. So we might be getting 4 of them total. I don't know. We'll see. But again, thank you so much, Brandon, for doing that. That was a cool thing. I really like it. There's been a lot of different types of snacks that are from around the world. And I really liked a lot of them. There's some really good stuff. Some of it's been meh. Okay, so again, that's what we're having now. And this one sort of looks like a really bad tooth. It looks like, hey, you want to try eating a tooth? No scent at all. Oh, in here though, yeah, they do have like a little bit of like a chili powder type scent. Oh, they're super soft. Jorge here? Jorge's not here. I wanted to send him some pictures and see if he knew much about these at all. Since he had lived in Mexico for a while. I don't know if they had these when he was younger or anything. But since he lived in Mexico as a kid, I wondered if he had had these. These are good. I can't, it's all in Spanish, and I don't know Spanish very well anymore. I never knew it, but I could understand some of it when I lived in Arizona. But it definitely has a tamarindo. It definitely has a chili powder, not chili powder, a chili flavor to it. Deedykins, just in time to eat teeth. Wow, those are good. There's just enough of a bite to them, just like that. The other thing that I ate from these so far have been some of my favorites. That the Tootsie Roll one was really good, and these are too. And the flavor it's sort of close to that, except that was a chocolate. Hi, Ivy. Did I miss anybody else coming in? There's Rachel, Kelly Foreman. King of the Wild Frontier. What was that, Daniel? Hold on. Rico decided against Pokefish today, so feel free to be distracted. Kenny! Hey, Kenny! I was just talking about you last night, dude. Hi. Tamarindo is sour. It's not that, though, then. It does say enchilado. It's sort of a spice. Davy Crockett. That's what it was. Kelly Foreman, Queen of the Wild Frontier. Why did that song get stuck in my head? Right. The bad thing is, focus, you son of a. Excess salt, excess calories, excess sugar. Right? So, obviously, what's candy? It's candy. I like it, though. I like that it's got just a hint of like a spice. Spicy. Not a spice, spicy. Looks like corn. Corn teeth. All right. Please allow me to introduce myself. I like it. I like it a lot. Good stuff. I'm going to try and see if I can't. Again, it's just Hershey, but it's Hershey out of Mexico. Damn it. So I don't know. It's good. It's good stuff. I'm going to see if I can't find some of those. I really like those. These look like Whoppers. Nothing wrong with putting a Whopper in your mouth. Bye. I'll be back. Puffed candy covered with chocolate flavored coating. It's pineapple, strawberry, and lime. So there's different ones, and there's no way of telling which is which. This is also from Mexico. What's up, Homer? What's going on today? Thanks for being here, dude. We're eating more food. Can you line them up against your teeth so it looks like you have corn teeth? There aren't enough pineapple flavored candies. I agree with you, Myrtle Singh. I do. All right, maybe if I can. Okay. Strawberry. Wow. Wow. It's got a very strong strawberry flavor. It looks like it, Homer. It does. It does. It does. Jeremy, it's happening to like a whole bunch of people. Whole bunch of people. The YouTube chat is just bad. A lot of people have been complaining about it for like a week now. And what seems to help a little bit is switching back and forth between live chat and top chat. But yeah, it's been messing up for a lot of people. Again, something else I really, really like. Lime. Put the lime in the coconut. Da, da. Lime is okay. Pineapple and strawberry are excellent. These are... So nobody gets to taste these, because I'm going to eat all these right now. And family's not going to get to eat these. So, Michelle, if you're watching, I'm sorry you don't get any of these. Really good. Another strawberry. I want to see what the pineapple one looks like inside. Man. Seriously. These are great. These are so good. These are from... manufactured by Dulce's Gaby in Mexico. I'm looking to see if there's a... oh. Okay. I want to look at the website and see if you can actually order stuff. Or is it just, you know, is it only in bulk or something that you can buy it? Oh, spelling's important. I forgot a C in there. English, please. Yep. Here we go. Products. Choco Freschies. That's what this is. All of our products can be offered in bulk. So, yeah, it doesn't look like you can buy them from there. But I wonder, Choco Fresque Classic. Let's look on that. Let's see if you can buy them from, like, the evil conglomerate. Not those. Not those. That brings up hats. Let's just go with the name on here. I wanna pow. I wanna Fresca. Frescas. Nestle Frescas. Yep, here we go. So this is Nestle. This is Nestle. So you can get a box of them for $28.99. Nine of these little packages for $30. Oh, sorry. Oh no, it's 9. It's 9. 12 ounce? See if that's the same size. Oh no. There's 12 ounces in total. This says each bag is 1 ounce. So there we go. Spoiled Sushi, what's up? I still, you know, your name just makes me so sad because I love sushi so much. That was so suave. That's how I got the name Rico Stan, because of that song that came out in 1991 or so that was Rico Suave, and because of stuff like this, you know. Robert Reed, hello, hello. The lime is okay, but the pineapple and the strawberry, pineapple. All the flavors are very. It's a very strong flavor of pineapple, super strong. But it doesn't taste like chemically. It doesn't taste artificial. I'm sure it is. I'm sure there are artificial flavors. But I cut off the ingredients. Chocolate flavor coating. Yeah. Yeah, there's no strawberry, it's all artificial. I figured, but it's still really good. These are really good. Matt at the doctor yesterday asked me how I'm doing. Told him stuff, but overall okay. Next thing I did was stand up and run into a chair, almost falling over. Jeremy says, Matt, I get that. Do you think you should get a dehumidifier? Took 20 effing tries for it to stick. Certain words and phrases that Google just won't let you say. Yeah, and I have nothing set here for. I have nothing. I have the very bottom for censorship and all that kind of stuff, because you know me, I don't. I think that the context is more important than the actual words used. I don't get why people get so upset with swearing or things like that, because they are just words and they mean what you want them to mean. You know what I mean? Doesn't I don't want to use dehumidifier though. Dehumidify your face. Yeah, you know me. So the thumbnail from today, I think most people know the story. So humidity supremacist Kelly. The thumbnail from today, it's the tug of war on Tuesday. So there's a gentleman named Mike, the Florida Fish Rescue. He created something that was, it was sort of like fishfam.link. Not quite. It was more like a Facebook for the community. But regardless, he was making something like that, and he was showing it off. And he was doing this presentation on Bob Kaler's channel. So when you went to it, it was a lot like Facebook in that you could put your header and stuff up there and things like that. Well, that's the image I used on my page as the header. And Mike was doing his presentation. Then when he was done, he said, "Is there any questions?" And I said, "Yeah, I have a question. I want to show you something on my page, so it'd be a lot easier if you could just go to my page and see it, and I can describe." So they went to my page, and that's what popped up. You know, anal tug of war this Tuesday, and that's all I wanted. I just wanted to see that, and he was dying. He was like, "You son of a bitch," you know. Because he was even wearing a tie. That's how he was all dressed up. He was doing like a corporate presentation type thing, and here I come with the anal tug of war. Mm. 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 Some people should be censored. People legitimately feel a sense of itself important when policing language. And when somebody will say that to me, language, and I'm like, that's what it is. I don't want you talking like that in front of my kids. Well, too bad. Your kids don't get to dictate how I conduct my life. And they're just words. It's all about the context. Because you can drop all the F-bombs you want and be the politest person in the world and the nicest, warmest, most caring person in the world. Or you can never swear ever and just be downright friggin' evil. It doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with anybody's morals or ethics or anything like that. They're just words. They're just words. And dropping an F-bomb once in a while is just, it's a little bit of emphasis. And there's studies that prove that people who have a sailor's mouth are usually more intelligent, or at least have a larger vocabulary. Right? For instance, Zenny can't get an erection no matter how hard she tries. We don't know that. We don't know that, Kelly Foreman. That you're making some assumptions there. You're making some assumptions. I have my windows open today too, by the way. The windows are open. Zenny. What's up, JT? Hello, sir. Last one. I love these. I just threw the bag away. I wanted to keep the bag. The stuff that I really like, I've been keeping in a box so that I could buy some more. Good stuff. Thank you, Brandon. Bwizzle, thank you so much. We still got a few things left, too, in the box. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 7, actually. Yo, you know what? I forgot to put this in the fridge. This was also in there. Fanta. Pineapple grapefruit. It's not cold, though. It's not cold. Did you see that your wife is here? I did not. I missed her. Where is she? Where is she? Where's Mara? I missed it. Michelle? Clearly nothing gets censored on this channel. Because what Myrtle said. Where's Michelle? I did not see her. Michelle, say something else. He ignores his wife like my wife does me. I didn't even see her. Oh, way up there. Jeez. She waved. She waved. Hi. There she is. Mad Cat. Peace. Positive education amplifies creative energy. Positive education. There's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. My face keeps freezing. Hey, it could be here too, because all week long has been horrible, which nobody said anything today, but I think, again, I feel like they're protecting me. Audio and video is okay, guys. It hasn't been buffering at all. Buffering. And I understand why John gets so upset when people talk about it, because I do too. It's you know, it's very frustrating. Ooh. Paper Nautilus. Yeah, and something happened to it again. It's not, that's supposed to increase in size. So is this. They're supposed to blow up. We're always looking out for your feelings. Well, maybe not all of you, Charles. Maybe not all of you, but some of you. Some of you. John, you get upset too? Skipper, you've had enough. So we'll give the fish another week. You know what? That'll put us. Maybe we'll just give the rest of February. Got the phone service. Okay, I'm going to say this. Last night, with John and Jason on there, Lisa, when John was talking about the podcast, I so wanted them both to look down at the same time and have a circle drawn right on the crown of their head. Because they both, with sitting next to each other, how close they were. I said, this is what it must feel like to go bra shopping. It looked like a couple of boobs, okay? John and Jason next to each other, because they're both bald men and their heads were sort of, you know, roundish, like, most people's heads are. And when I couldn't stop. That's all I was seeing. And I couldn't even listen to what they were saying. But they did. They did, Lisa. It just totally, I wanted them so badly to look down at the same time because it would have just been a couple of boobs. Yeah, that'd be a great name for the podcast. It killed me. I was dying. How could nobody else see that? I mean, I guess that really just tells you about who I am if I'm seeing that. As someone who's gone bra shopping, that's exactly what it feels like. Well, I mean, just, the I'm sorry. It just, I don't know. Aw. Wait a minute. Whip? Oh. He lost his wife, his nephew, and his grandson. Now he's lost his little buddy that kept his mind off those losses. And you can't replace an animal, but it's a great way to take your mind off of all that by getting another animal, to take their mind just off of losing them and everything, and something else to love. I'm sure he doesn't want one right now, but maybe in a couple weeks, maybe a month, maybe he get a new one. Mad Cat made a song for Salty Stefan. What is it? And Mad Cat, how do I know you? Is that your original name? I feel like you changed your name. Or maybe you were coming around a lot and then you stopped. I forgot. They both need yarmulkes with little nipples on top. Send a care package. And hi, Legion. The universe will provide him with a cat. The universe always provides a cat. Yeah. No, thank you. I'm good. I have nothing against cats. Just I'm happy with the 3 dogs we have. That's all. Why aren't our 20 minutes behind? Because you guys aren't talking enough. You're not giving me anything to work with here, JT. That's why it's on you. It's not me. Comments don't have time to breathe. I want to drink this, but it's not cold, and I feel like I need to drink it really cold. So I need to get it out of my sight. And Michelle wanted to try that too. So I don't know. Cat distribution system is inevitable. Don't spam. That doesn't help. It gives me nothing to work with. We need a topic. Today, now that I've eaten everything. Again, Kelly Foreman, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to trying this. I sort of want to crack it open right now, but we're going to do this next week. You know what? Maybe even Kelly... no, I don't want to wait that long. Kelly is going to join us again on Tuesday, the 2 for Tuesday. But that's going to be a little while now. She wasn't feeling well this past week. So I'm probably not going to wait. I'll probably do this like Monday or Tuesday of next week. I want to open it up so bad. Let's get it away from me. I don't want to talk about discus. I've never kept discus. I got nothing to talk about. Can anyone provide any tips or do's and don'ts for Inkbird temp controllers? Get one. That's a do for sure. If you're going to have a heater, you need something like the Inkbird. And there's other brands too. I'm drawing a blank on the other one. I feel like it starts with a J. Could totally be wrong. Yeah, get one. If you have to run heaters, you need that. I will stand behind saying that. You need to have that. And that doesn't make you foolproof. That's not going to 100% protect you from a heater failure. But your chances go up greatly of not having one. And if you do have one, it's probably not going to fail up. It's not going to cook your fish. It'll fail down to where your tank gets colder, which, still is bad for certain fish, right? But it, 100-degree temperature in your water in your tank is way worse than dropping, to room temperature. You know what I'm saying? Geek Boy does prefer the Wi-Fi ones. I don't have any of the Wi-Fi ones. Mine are all the lowest model. They're usually about $25 to $30 usually. I do have 7 of them, 8 of them. I don't know how many I have, but I didn't go with the Wi-Fi ones partly because I'm always here. There's some benefits to them for sure. I mean, and if they're not that much more expensive, they're usually only like $5 to $10 more expensive, depending on which ones are on sale and things like that. So the Wi-Fi ones are cool and definitely some benefits to it. But I don't think the bottom model is great as well. J Rock, what's up? Hello. Get something to put on like bread or crackers. I'm going to start, Kelly, with just tasting it, but that's what I'm going to do. I'll try and get some crackers, probably bread actually, because, I could get some like saltines or something. I want something that's not going to add a flavor to the pine cone jam. That's what this was that Kelly sent again for people that weren't here at the beginning. It's some Russian pine cone jam. And it's all in Russian on it. It's entirely, there's no English on this anywhere. So I have no clue what any of it says. forestrussia.ru is where and I'm sure that you're not going to get much there, but I'm going to taste it just on its own first, and then we'll put on probably some bread. Okay, Eric Rock. Hi, Eric. Night Owl Aquatics. 3 more arriving today. Just had a heater, about cook some. Yeah. J Rock says I use a Pi meter. It does 2 tanks on 1 unit. Is that Raspberry Pi, or is that a brand, a Pi meter? I mean, I know it's spelled different, but I wasn't sure if that was something that you would put together or not. I have about 20 plus heaters. Someone please buy me 20 Inkbirds. It can be expensive. Yeah, it can be expensive. I mean, obviously, if you can heat the room, that's a better way to go. Again, though, depending on what fish you have, maybe that's not good enough. Wow, that tank's really low. I gotta take care of that today. That bluegill is really growing now too. I'm gonna have to make a choice very soon. He's about 6 inches, and that's only a 20-gallon tank. He's the only thing in there, but still, I've been thinking about putting him in the 45 over here. I know he'll be aggressive with the Congos and the Colombians and the peppermint or the candy cane tetras that I have in there. That's what I'm worried about. I haven't been able to get the tub. You know what? I do have a tub outside that's 75 gallons. I can bring that in and set that up for him. At least that would get me some more time. He's been in that tank for quite some time, and he grew pretty slowly. But now lately, he's really, really started to grow fast. Like every week, I can see he's just fuller, bigger, meatier, all of it, fatter. He's definitely started to grow quicker, so I got to make a choice soon. You can sort of see him. He's right there. He's looking really good, though. He just looks healthy. He looks solid. Okay, scrolling down past all the catchy stuff. Okay. Kelly can read Russian. I took it in high school and college. Michelle, just did the Duolingo. So she actually was able to read some of it, and she actually, she completed the thing on Duolingo with it. And I get it. That's not, but at least she has a familiarity with it. Let's see. Pi meter is the maker. Okay, gotcha. I have a bunch of pies, but not the kinds you eat. I always loved the idea of the Raspberry Pis, but I never bought one because I couldn't figure out what I would use it for. I wanted to find projects for it. Like I was going to do the weather station controller with that. I was going to do, I was going to do other stuff. I'm drawing a blank on some of the other projects. I really wanted to get a Raspberry Pi, and I just never did because I couldn't think of what to do with it, which is just, my limited imagination, because they're so amazing. There's so many different things you can do with them. All right. Oh, we don't know. One day I'll read directions for products I own. Directions? What are they for? Good God, yo. I always get 7 people talk about Raspberry Pi that aren't talking about the actual Pi. Sorry. I'm with you, though. Raspberry Pi. Ooh, Raspberry Pi. I love me some pie. I like pie. I like pie. I like pie. I love pie. Pie is one of my favorite foods. Sushi and pie. Those are my 2 favorite foods. Ooh, let's look outside. The sun just came out. Look at that sky. That's close to a cool sky. Just all look at the different, there's just so much to look at in the sky. Absolutely love that. That zoom thing really sucks though. Yeah, see, it looks like ass, and not a good ass. Again, there's the channel. You can actually see the horizon, but it does not look good at all. So I gotta still figure out something better for that. But that is a beautiful sky, and I love, the sun hitting it on this side, but yet it's all dark over there. It's just beautiful. That's the kind of sky that I can sit and just watch. Although I usually like it when you see like more, like cumulonimbus and stuff like that in the separate clouds as opposed to just a sheet like that. But at least that's got some texture to it that you can watch. Absolutely love it. Hold on to the manual for 8 to 10 years just in case, but never use it. Yeah, I do that. I found the other day I was going through some paperwork in the filing cabinet, and I had a manual for a push lawnmower we had like 20 years ago. We only had it for maybe 5 or 6 years. I run Android TV on one of mine. That's a good one. It sends CCTV video throughout my house. I run some audio servers on another, run a web server on another. Got your ADBS stuff for cell phones and things. See, there's so many things you can do, and I never found anything that just really grabbed me that I wanted to do with it. Geek Boy's got a bunch of them. I figured. I did spam control with one, have 2 for Octoprint, and 1 for an arcade emulator. They do that good. I haven't messed with those in forever. The MAME stuff, we used to use those all the time. J-Rock says, don't know if anyone else has tried them, but they're about $30 on Amazon, and I can see the temps across the room, and they work really well. Has alarms for too low and too high on each line. So they sound comparable to the Inkbird. Mine, yeah, because I can read the temperatures across the room. And it does have the alarms for too high and too low. Dot Foreman makes Raspberry Pi all summer. They have an excellent raspberry patch. Nice. We have blackberries. They're just to the left of what you can see there in the picture. But we need to do another thing with it. I'll bring sushi pie to the clash. Alice on set. Nice. Walter. Somebody's here. I don't know if David's leaving or something. I don't see anything. Somebody's there. Sushi Pi, a Pi Stream Deck, and I have the Stream Deck here. I got the smallest one, and it works great. I love it. I don't really see a need to get the bigger one. Here, I've got the smallest version of the Stream Deck, because the fact that you can just put so many pages, you know what I mean? You can put so many pages on it. I mean, you could have all the pages you want. There's probably a limit, but I don't know what it is. So, yeah, this does a great job. And I don't need the bigger Stream Decks. I think this one, the smallest one, is fine for what I do. Hold on. Scrolling up again. Alishon, that better not be a thing, Myrtle says. I like sushi and I like pie. How bad could it be? If I haven't told you all lately, I love you and you make my life complete. Well, thank you, Ivy. And thank you for being a member of the community. We appreciate you. Matt says, now it looks like I can run 8 waterproof temp temperatures. Temp temperatures. Temp temperatures. What the hell is temp temperatures? Look at this again. I wonder if the zoom is going to work now, because look, it still isn't that good. But you see the sandbar out there is sort of lit up. That's how it is in the afternoons. It's the trees in the foreground will all be dark, but that sandbar is just lit up all across that part, and it just looks amazing because it's late afternoon, so it's like a golden light, not a golden shower, a golden light. Look at that. 61 degrees in February. It's got to be a record high. It has to be. The average temperature in February for us is something like 31 or 30, something like that, the average temperature. So that, that's highs and lows for the, let's see, sushi pies do exist. J-Rock says that you can get 2 tanks out of one. Oh, it's got 2 of the probes. It's got 2 probes instead of just the one. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Steven loves the alarms. Oh, yeah. I have so many proprietary charging cables in a box, I'll never throw them away. I got rid of a bunch. I put a thing on Facebook Marketplace a long time ago with 2 tubs filled with cables that I had no idea what they were for anymore, and got rid of all of those. And like a stack of like 25 laptops that, hard drives have been pulled, memory had been pulled, even some of the screens have been pulled because I had replacement ones. They were parts laptops from when I was actually, fixing stuff. I had the side job doing that. Select Pad, what's up, John? John, we got to reschedule you. I still feel horrible that I missed John on the Focus On, so we got to reschedule. This month, I only have one Saturday to use, and instead of bumping that person and seeing if you were available, I went with Alex from Fathom Aquatics, but I want to make sure in March you are the Saturday stream, because I know you can't do the Tuesday streams, so I want to make sure that you are the Saturday stream in March. And again, I apologize, John. I know it was late notice, and I was excited to talk to you, but I just couldn't do it. Inkbird is nice because you can use 2 heaters, yeah, but it only takes 1 outlet in the wall. It's nice to have that in case one of them dies, right? So you have 2 heaters in 1 tank. And there's the weirdo. You have 2 heaters in 1 tank, so one of them dies. You're even that much, more protected. Nathan, what's up, Nathan? Moen, it's good to see you. Did you ever, Nathan? I didn't see your video. Did you do a live stream or anything about showing off the new stuff? I know we were going to do it on Tuesday or on Wednesday, but then I didn't do a stream on Wednesday. Still want to see it though, and I don't know if you did a video or not. I need a drone with a camera. Yeah, I have one. I have a drone. Where did I put it? It's right here somewhere. It might be underneath the Pond Tub Handbook by Dr. Ted Collette. Well, I don't know where it is. I do have a drone. And it's not, it's not like the DJ3. It's not that expensive, but it is higher than a toy. It's more than a toy. I did some footage with it. It's got to be in this tub over here, so I'm not sure where it's at. And I don't. It's not a Roku. It's a Ruko. Ruko. It's a decent one. It's got a 4K camera. It's pretty nice. I got it for a birthday, or I got it for a holiday for me. It was either Father's Day or my birthday or whatever. And I was super surprised by it. And I love it. I've used it in the backyard here. I sent it out over the lake. I don't do stuff with it in the wintertime normally, but today would be a good day because it's super still out there. And it's a perfect day to do it. It would be nice to take it out. I should charge the batteries and maybe take it out. Duolingo is pretty awesome, but you have to stay in practice. Yeah, she stopped doing the Russian after a certain point, and she's been doing the Spanish for I don't know how long now. Quite some time. 65 here, smashed the old record of 56. 60 in Fort Wayne, too. Nuts. Yeah, isn't it? I'm like actually sweating a little bit, and the window is open. Zenny says, hush it. It's almost 80 and muggy here today. See, now we're going to go, we'll go back to the snow here real quick. Like today, hold on. Here we go. Today, record high. John said they had tornadoes in northern Illinois and south Wisconsin yesterday, and that's pretty rare for this time of year, right? Tomorrow, still going to be, high. It'll be in the 50s. And then Sunday, back to close to normal, still warm, 37, 38, 32, 31, 31, 30, 29, 28. That gets us almost to the, that's the 18th of February, with the lows in the 20s for a lot of those days. But still, that is still very, very warm. That is still very warm. Like usually in February, we're hitting, we don't get minus temperatures here on the lake. They do farther inland, but we'll get, we'll get 10 degrees, 15 degrees and something like that. So nice to catch the delight live. Then I'll have to pick something else for tomorrow morning commute, replay, or I'll rewatch, listen. There's a lot of streams tomorrow, too, in the mornings. I know Salient does one Saturday mornings. And now I'm drawing a blank. Oftentimes, Jorge does one in the mornings. It's warmer there than in the Netherlands, which I think is normal for this type of year, though, right? I gotta scroll up again. It jumped. Okay, there we go. As soon as you throw the cables away, you realize there's one in your box you need. Yeah, the moment I get rid of a cable, the moment I need it. I just said, you know what? Get rid of them. I got to get rid of them, and I need to do it again. I have just a bunch of stuff that I don't want to sort through. I just don't want to mess with it, so I just want to give it away. I just want it to, I drive a brown probe. Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. Eric. It's good to see you, Eric. I don't know how your dad's doing. You still haven't sent me anything to let me know, jerk. I hope your dad's doing better. This year I'm making sure all the fish are labeled correctly. Well, the effing weirdo wasn't one of your fish. That's me. You can, here, let's go. You can't see it because it's so small on there. That's me. So that's the effing weirdo. So that one was not anything to do with your labeling. Because again, for people that don't know, that's obviously Steven's logo as the Pokeball. And all of the fish, except for this one, are from What the Fish. He gave me the artwork from that. So all the fish you're catching are from What the Fish. So thank you again to Jen and Steven for letting me use those. I do appreciate it. I want toys like drones and Arduinos and Raspberry Pis, but like Rico, I have zero ideas for them. And I do love the drone, but you're right. Like Michelle's often asking me, why don't you use the drone? It'll be windy outside. And it doesn't do well in the wind. And I'm worried of losing it, right? It was a present. I don't want to lose it. It's got that follow mode and stuff, so where you can drive in the car and it'll follow behind you and all that kind of stuff. And I've thought about doing that. I want to go down to the other portion of the lake, the other side. That's where I do a lot of the gathering and use it there, but I just haven't. JT's got the DJ Mini 2. J-Rock has the Inspire 1. Just assign them random numerical names, so it's extra confusion for the fish. Mine's more a tool than a toy. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I do have some shorts and stuff with the drones. It's on the channel. There's a few out there. Let's go outside and play frisbee. I'm not sure what I bet you the mail lady was here or something. Somebody definitely dropped off something. That's why the dogs were freaking out. Dr. Ted speaking on Daniels at the next BCAS meeting on March 7th. Nice. Sushi pie is the new fuzzy tacos. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Jake's Duolingo streak is almost 1,500. I wonder where Michelle's at. I don't know if she's there. I don't think she's there. Let's see. She was here, but she hasn't responded to my messages, so I think she's having a busy day. I'll just see if she's listening. I don't think she's at 1,500. I would say maybe half that, but I could be wrong. Someone mentioned a Stream Deck earlier. Pi or ESP32 can be used for those. You don't even need that for the Stream Deck, to be honest. Oh, there's Michelle right there. 1,000-day streak yesterday. Oh, there we go. Wow. 1,000 days. That's pretty amazing. So you don't even need a Pi or anything for a Stream Deck. If you really want to use it, you can use your phone. You can use your phone and do a Stream Deck. Streamer Bot has an HTML deck that you can use. So you can use like a tablet or a phone or something like that, and it's just a web page, and it works exactly the same. It works pretty good. I used it before they got me this one for Christmas. My daughter-in-law bought me this Stream Deck for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, you can just get, you can use a cell phone or something for a Stream Deck. The official groundhog for Kentucky died mysteriously after its predictions. Somebody's eating that one. You know that. You know it, John. Somebody ate it. The 8-inch screens can be found cheap on Groundhog Day. Now some question, is it a conspiracy doing them telling lies? Mad Cat said, must have Frito pie. Ooh, yeah, Frito pie is good. I like Frito pie. Nathan, I just want to say a quick, huge thank you to Eduardo. He is an amazing person. I agree. I wasn't going to be able to afford the hotel to go up to Grant Shelby's neck of the woods to hear keeping fish, and he took care of you. Oh, opened up his hotel room. Now I get to go. A huge thank you, Eduardo. I really, really appreciate you. Yeah, nice. And I'm glad you get to go, Nathan. That's awesome. And good job, Eduardo. But yeah, I've met Eduardo the last 2 years at the Keystone Clash, and he's a good person. He really is. He's a good person. I'm eating some more of these. Sorry. Morning people are assholes. Jenny said. Morning people are not morning. Well, I'm not going to say good morning to Zenny anymore. John said for Wisconsin is the first ever recorded February tornado. But we've had them in Illinois before, but overall, yes, February for tornadoes in Illinois. Yeah, rare. The Pi ad blocker is worth buying a Pi alone. No ads on your tablets and phones. Set up a VPN. You got ad block wherever you go. Hey, baby. How you doing? See, I'm a simple man. Those are the kind of things that, you know, that's enjoyable for me. That's fun. Switch back. Boo! That was quick. Okay. I've lost. Ooh, it jumped. Matt was talking about drones. Where's it at? There it is. Matt said I lost 2 DJ drones in water, one in a flood. The FD fire department called me later, tell me they found it moist. The other was never found. And Myrtle said, my dad has one of those drone things. He uses it all 2 times each year, only when it snows, to take a picture of the neighborhood. I have some pretty decent footage of it. The only thing about my drone is the image stabilization isn't great. So it's constantly, you know, it's not great, that part of it. I tell people mine is more of a tool than a toy also. No, not touching that one. Not touching that one. Yeah, Jeremy's got a point. Matt, you and water. All right. My so-called smart battery self-overdrained. I refuse to pay another $400 for a crappy battery. All right. Scrolling down past that. Part of the draw to a Stream Deck is that it's not a stupid touchscreen. But, you know, they work so well, and you don't have to pay anything, especially for people that have old cell phones. It's free, right? The software's free. There's nothing that you have to pay for. So people that are on a budget, it works pretty damn good. And you can space the buttons off enough so that it's not difficult to hit them very quickly. And it's got the same thing. You know how with this one, let me think. Okay, zoom. Zoom's not going to do anything now, but see how the zoom is there? And when I click it, it changes. It does exactly that as well. Trying to think which other ones I have that are animated. Did I animate the girl?
I did not animate the girl, you sexy bee.
Yeah, so that wasn't animated. I guess that's the only one I animated. I thought I did more. The other ones are the leaderboard. And then the leaderboard always has to come up with the just the default, and you have to hit rank for it to update. And there's our leaders. Look at Skipper's in third place. Steven, look at all those names. Look at all those names. Matt, you could use John and Jason's head to animate. I was dying. I don't know how nobody else saw it. How was I the only one to make that connection? Maybe other people did, but they're not dumb enough to just blurt out stuff like I am. You know, that could be it. Let's get rid of the leaderboard. All right, scrolling down. What time is it? It's 3:00. So Lefty is going again today for the first time in a long time. That's at 4:30, I believe. You know where to look. But at 4:00, Graham from Aquarium Adventures will be going. So I didn't set up anything to send anybody over, but there are 2 streams, 4 and 4:30. Plus the rest of the day. You got McStreamy tonight, you got June tonight, you got probably Alex Secret History tonight. I know I'm missing a whole bunch in there too. There's a whole bunch today. Friday is solid with streaming pretty much. Winda LaCour, what's up, dude? It's been a little while since we've seen you. Hello. What's going on? Heather Green, I don't know if I said hi to Heather Green. Hi, Heather. I gotta find where I was at again. It jumps so much on me. Did that sloth just lick a fish? I don't want to ask what ticking is. A mix of licking and tickling. Ooh, I like where we're going there. Tickle licking, lickle ticking, lickle ticking, tickle licking, tickle licking. Look at that. I'm at the bottom of the chat, which is a great song by our own Mikey B and Maritza. Mikey B and Maritza. Pickle ticking, pickle tickling, lickle, pickle. Pickle tickling, pickle tickling's right there too, Myrtle. You know, a good tickle, a good pickle tickle is always fun. I don't mind a good pickle tickle. You know what? I had a rough week. I did. I had a rough week, and started last night with Ed. The good stuff. I started feeling better last night streaming with Ed and Skipper, and then this morning with Ed and Skipper and Whip on Whip's channel. Really improved my outlook a lot, and then you guys are just keeping it going. So thank you so much for you know, helping me. You guys being here, hanging out with me, it helps me. It really does. There's currently 49 people. It helps my outlook on life. I will no longer promote fishfam.link after you slandered me. Wendell LaCour says, I always catch the replay, but if you go at noon, I'm sleeping and not licking. Gotcha. Oh yeah. I understand. I just, again, I just notice when people don't come around for a while, and I always wonder if they're doing okay, especially if I don't see them in anybody else's streams. I just always wonder how that person's doing. Oh, okay. All right. Jack caught it, that one. Is that the first one you caught? Is that the first? Yeah, that's got to be because you have 1,500. So, and again, for anybody that doesn't know, for the pellet thing is just a fun little game. The ways you can earn points are, the number one way to earn points now is by catching the fish. You get 1,000 of the pellets for every fish you catch. But just being here, if you just come into the stream and you say hi, you instantly get 150 points, pellets. If you chat once every 10 minutes, you'll get 50 points. That's the main ways. When I actually get off my ass and do streams where people can come up and hang out with me, like the Show Your Tank streams that we're supposed to do on Wednesdays, that you'll also get 1,000 points for doing that. Although I think I need to increase that. If you're getting 1,000 points for catching the fish, maybe we make coming up on the stream on Wednesdays and Tuesdays 5,000 points or something like that. Zenny. I need to hack Rico's mainframe so I know what it's trying to catch. I need to rig this game in my favor. Well, you got all the AI tools available. Nice. Endlers. Where are you getting Endlers from, Heather? The last 3 weeks I had planned to come up on Wednesday. Now I know why he's canceling them. Did I do 3 weeks? I didn't do 3 weeks in a row of those? Oh, there was an issue that one. I did stream, but there was an issue with the pellets. It was that's right, because it was the end of the month in January. I was using the tool, the Talk Studio, the StreamYard replacement, and it wasn't connecting, so pellets weren't being created. That's why I had to do it. That's why I had. What's the username and password to every account you have? I think you've already got it. Lisa, 50 points, please. Oh, tell me you don't want Matt on you, without telling me you don't want Matt on you. Well, I don't want Matt on me. You know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying. I don't want Matt on me, but Matt can be on the stream. I want to try and come up with something else too this month. Like October we did the costume party. In December we did the sweater party, which sounds weird. I want to come up with something else for this month too that generates extra. I just don't know what. I want to do. What time is it? Oh yeah, we got 45 minutes still. Wow. Valentine's stream, but what would it be? That could go very wrong there, Jay. You could see you could come up with the biggest heart on. Bring your spouse. Yeah, except that's not fair to anybody that doesn't have a spouse or significant other, right? With the sweaters, you can get a sweater very quickly. And it didn't even have to be, it just had to be a Christmas. Most people have some type of Christmas shirts or something, something that's Christmassy. Most people, not everybody, but it's cheap, right? You can go get one for $20. But a spouse, I think they're a little bit more than 20. I haven't looked at the bride pages in a long time. Michelle does need some help around the house and in other places, so maybe we'll get a Russian bride or something. Then I'll know how much they cost, and we can go from there. Love you, Michelle. I love you, Michelle. I get espoused quickly too, but I don't advise it. Bring your favorite stuffed animal. That's not bad. Hi, Annette. That's not bad. Ooh, man, I'm actually sweating. She knows I'm teasing. Michelle knows. She knows. You've been together this long. You know. She's stuck with me. Dogs are barking. Sounds like somebody's here because Eleven is freaking out. She's the Chihuahua, so she's got the high-pitched one. And she can hear stuff. She's got amazing ears. She can hear stuff so far away. Shady Grady, what's happening? Been watching while I work for a while, laughing. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time. And thanks for being here. We appreciate that. I feel like the community's growing again. I know Shady Grady's been around for a long time, but I've been seeing a lot of new names in a lot of chats, and that's awesome. I love that. Because we go through phases, right, where the community sort of gets a little bit stagnant a little bit, and then all of a sudden there'll be an influx of newer people. And I just absolutely love that. The community, I want to see it continue to keep growing, This community is very important to me. It really is. I talk about it a lot. That's not just blowing sunshine. I mean it. It's very important to me. It's my main social outlet, and it means a lot. So when I see new people come around, and like I said, Shady Grady's been around for a while, just been around a lot more lately. Myrtle said, if you want tips on how to get rid of Rico, I have some ideas. March, you got to do leprechaun costumes. Did I ever tell that story? So I graduated from 8th grade, right? I went to an elementary school that had, I think it might have had kindergarten at that time, by the time I was in 8th grade. But anyways, I graduated from 8th grade, and I was up on the stage with, sitting on all the chairs with all the rest of my classmates. And my best friend is sitting next to me, Doug Tarico. Tarico? No, that's not. Anyways, Doug's sitting next to me. And he nudges me. He goes, hey, look down there. He goes, there's a effing leprechaun. And I was like, what? I'm looking. I'm going, what? He goes, yeah, right there, the guy in the green suit. And I was like, that's my dad, you asshole. Because my dad had a emerald suit, and he had a big ginger beard. He had a very long ginger beard. And so he was not a tall man. So he did a little bit look like a leprechaun. And I was like, yeah, that's my dad, you asshole. So my dad looked like a leprechaun. Paul McCarthy, what's up? How was Wales today, sir? What's the weather like over there? Foxanne, hi. Paul, what's the weather like? I mean, I know you guys, your weather is a lot more mild than ours. I'd like to see pictures or something somewhere of, I know you post pictures when you do your walks and stuff, but I'd like to see something, Facebook or whatever. I think I follow you on Facebook. We're friends there. But I'd like to see some stuff in Wales again, recent stuff. Have you posted anything just recently? I know you've had a lot on your plate, and you probably haven't got out to do your hiking that you normally do, but I'd like to see some. It's always interesting to me to see other places like that. I've never been to the UK. I've never been to Wales. Would love to go someday, but at least I get to see it because of our friends from around the world. And same with Jack. Jack, I would love to see some pictures of your neighborhood or stuff by you. That's pretty cool. That was a stream that we used to do where you guys would send in pictures of something cool in your neighborhood, either nature or whatever, just something neat that you like about your neighborhood. And I would like to do that again if people would like to send those pictures. People stopped sending pictures, so I couldn't do it. But if you'd like to, Rico Stan, my email is right at the top up there. Send me an email with a picture of something cool in your neighborhood. I focus more on the nature stuff, but it doesn't have to be that. There could be a mural that's really neat, or whatever, a weird house, anything from your neighborhood that you want to show us, and make it safe. I'm not looking to to steal your identity. You know what I mean? Something safe that you can show from your neighborhood. Same with animals, though. I'd like to see pets. We did that for a long time, where you guys sent in pictures of your pets, your dogs, your fish, your cats, your horses, whatever it is. And we did, we showed those off too. I'd love to see some of that kind of stuff. So if you guys still want to do that, again, just shoot me an email. That's disconnected. At least it came back super quick. That was the first time we dropped out. And again, it's 3 o'clock. I feel like it's going to do it again. This is what it seems like it does. This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Maybe you're just like my mother. I feel like it's going to happen again. It seems to happen like 3 or 4 times in a row, just enough to make me upset and rage quit. So I apologize in advance if it happens. I was hoping that today, because it always seemed to happen right around, hour and a half in. It's been an hour and a half since we started streaming, so maybe there's something there. I don't think it's resources. I'm not seeing like... CPU usage is a little high. Memory is not. I mean, not for using OBS Studio. It's 26%. That's pretty damn good, considering all the stuff that I have open. Disk usage, nothing. CPU is a little high, though. But considering, it's not bad. 45. LBS does take quite a bit, but I don't see anything using resources. So in my mind, though, when I hear it starts happening at an hour and a half into the stream, that makes me think, overheating. Laptop is a little warm. These run hot too. Matt was telling about that. Matt was involved with getting this laptop for me, and he was talking about some other people talking about how hot these run. And it is running a little hot. So maybe that could be it. But normally I do have the fan running the highest level. But again, because it is happening roughly an hour and a half into the stream, that makes me think something to do with resources. I'll just keep an eye on stuff. I turn the fan up. We'll see if that does anything at all. Okay. Myrtle, go, get out, leave. Nobody likes you. Excuse me. I prefer when you say area instead of neighborhood. You know what? I thought about that, Matt. I said I was about to say your area, and then I thought about that, and I said neighborhood instead. I did. I thought about that. You need the proper sneakers and sweater for the in your neighborhood. Oh, there we go. Hello, neighbor. Today we're going to put Mr. Hamster in the microwave. That sounded nothing like him. That sounded more like that Leslie. He just passed away not that long ago. It was that little guy, Leslie. Oh, hilarious. Love that guy. Oh my God. I forgot what his name was. Please do, Lisa. Yes, please do. I can send you pics of cats, which I'm not going to touch because that sounds very inappropriate, and that's where the jokes come from. And thank you, Jenna and Zenny, for dropping the link. Same time every day. But again, we started 2 hours late today because Fridays we go at 2 o'clock as opposed to noon. Because John streams at noon, so we bump back, so we'll go at 2. I always use we because I feel like you guys are part of it. It's not just me. It's not the royal we. It's we as all of us. So we started 2 hours late. So, but again, hour and a half in. That's about when it happens every time. Mount Greenery, hello. Hi there. It's good to see you. Dig, if you will, this picture. Something safe from our neighborhood, giving some of our neighborhoods too much credit. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What qualifies as a neighborhood? Our nearest neighbor is a mile away. Your neighborhood would be, your yard, your street, anything near you. And you know what? It doesn't have to be like right by you. For people in Colorado, maybe there's a great view of the Rockies 5 miles away from your house. Not the Rockies aren't, but the view of it, just anything like that. Anything like that. Don't push buttons. I learned the hard way. Turkeys everywhere. Real turkeys? Yeah, I haven't seen any in a while, but we normally do. I do have pictures of turkeys in the backyard, fox in the backyard. And one time when I was driving to work years ago, a turkey came out of the trees right there. There was a lot of brush and stuff right at window level. And it just brushed off the top of the car, and I screamed like a little girl because I didn't know what it was, and it was a good-sized turkey. So all I saw was this giant, fluff ball coming in and right across, and it was almost eye level for me, and then it bounced off the very top of the car. I screamed, and the wheels going like that, I would tell you to ditch OBS, but yeah, it's too vital to the stream. But that's what's weird, though, is that, we didn't have those issues for the longest time, right? I mean, a long time. It's something pretty new, and I don't know what, I don't know what has changed. I don't know if it's something, it could be something that I've done because there are so many moving parts. Like, there's like 5 different applications that are running that are part of this to do all of this stuff. Stuff like
To make this happen. That's a whole separate program.
To do the let's see, what else? This is a whole separate program. Where? This one. Let's do this one. We haven't seen Brooklyn today, so that's a whole separate program that does this. So that's running in the background as well, taking resources. I haven't added anything new recently, but the Pokemon game, that's a bunch of different stuff. The Stream Deck software, although that doesn't really take much resources at all. The voice one does take a little bit. That other camera, that's a whole separate camera, a whole separate thing. That does take quite a bit. You did, Whip. You did send me a bunch of pictures. You did. That is true. You are the only one lately. Leslie Jordan. Is that his name? That sounds right. That sounds right. That was not Mr. Rogers. Yeah, I don't do a good Mr. Rogers. But that's what, who was it that said that? Today we're going to put Mr. Hamster in a microwave. I can't remember who it was. It was a comedian or somebody who said that. Leslie Jordan. That sounds right. Hilarious. He just passed away not that long ago. I loved him. Loved that guy. Okay. Take pics of the tractor. There you go. But just be careful because you can get gonorrhea from tractors. The street's a quarter mile away. I'll take pictures of the barn cats. There you go. And the barn. That's cool. Yeah, that would be great. I would love to see that kind of stuff. Spoiled Sushi got it too. Yeah, Leslie Jordan. Only Brian can film the tractor. Do you mean places we go frequently instead of neighborhood? I mean, that's fine too. I say neighborhood just because I don't want you to just send me a picture of a waterfall that's, in your state, but someplace you've never been or something like that. You know what I mean? That's where I was going with it. I want it to be someplace. So someplace you go frequently is fine. I just didn't want it to be something. I want something that means something to you. That's what I'm going for. Does that describe it better? A lot of times I'm really bad about sharing my thoughts and where I'm trying to go with it. So what I want is something that means something to you that's not far from home, right? Something that you really enjoy about where you live. And if that's 20 miles away, that's fine. But I want it to mean something to you so that you can show us something that is meaningful to you. I think I need to stop saying meaningful. A lot running OBS now, though, like a lot. But again, you're right. But it's still not taking. The dogs are going crazy. I wonder if Ariel's home. She comes home early on Fridays. She might be home. It's not taking a ton of resources. OBS and Google Chrome are taking roughly the same as far as memory. It's about 1.5 GB OBS Studio takes. But it's not even, we're just over a quarter total memory used between everything. Oh no, now it's up to 35%. There's really nothing that's taken a lot. OBS Studio is obviously the number one thing. Snap Camera does, use some resources as well. I wonder if I can deactivate it when it's not in use. Let me try something and see if this works. There's a choice to deactivate when not showing. Sorry, dogs. But I don't know if that's going to allow me to turn it back on when I need it to be. So let's try it. Okay, it still works. So that's something that might eliminate a little bit of processor use, because Snap Camera was using a little bit even while it wasn't in use, and now it's deactivated. Yeah, deactivate when not showing. So that might help a little bit. It's only happened once today too, so I guess I don't need to spend any more time talking about it. Same, turkey hit my upper right windshield, left some feathers. But did you scream like a little girl, Alishon? I don't see you screaming like a little girl. I see you going like this. You're driving. You're listening to some. Let's see. What are you listening to? You're listening to. What's Alishon listening to while he's driving? You're listening to some Lawrence Welk. I don't know what you're listening to. You listen to something, you're driving along, and that turkey pops out, and you go, oh, hey, that was a turkey. And I'm going, ah! And screaming bloody murder, and you're like, I think a turkey just hit there. Yeah, I think that was a turkey. You seem to be a lot more calm than I am. All right, it jumped again. Hundreds of turkeys, not mine. I guess I could catch one though. Okay, but if you're going to go catch a turkey, Lisa, that better be on video. That part of you going to catch the turkey needs to be on the video. Running at chasing the turkey, that needs to be on. Jeremy's got 9 deer that keep coming to my place to drink out of my ponds, and a family of foxes. I don't usually see families. Deer we do. We see deer we do. We do see quite a bit deer in family units. But the foxes are usually singles. We do see a lot of fox, though. And we have to be careful because they are rabid from time to time. Like there's been a few different times. All right. Couple of white deer. So the county that I used to work for, there's an army base there that has been decommissioned. And they have the white deer there, and they're not leucistic, and they're not albinos, but they're a strain. Hold on, I'll show you. It's a lot easier. I have so much stuff here. It's so hard just to get to my keyboard. I'll show you some of them. So these deer are only in that area, I believe. They're special. Here we go. All right, let's see. Where is my... Nope, that one's not working. That's the one that stopped working for some reason. Here, let's try just a display capture. Let's do this. Okay, that's good. All right. Oh, they cut off the top of the image. Seneca Army Depot. Let's see if there's some more pictures. There we go. Look at that. Oh, maybe they are leucistic. Oh, they are. Yeah, they are. Look. For some reason, I thought they weren't. In the 1941, the Army enclosed the area and trapped in a small herd of white-tailed deer. But the white-tails became this. They became just white deer. And most of it, you should just go read this. It's really interesting. The herd has been inbreeding for nearly 70 years. Well, there's upstate New York for you. The trait has been manifested itself to such an extent that today there are an estimated 200 to 300 white deer in a herd of about 700. Many of the brown deer of the herd also carry the recessive leucistic gene, so they could have white-coated progeny. The herd is of the greatest interest to biologists, to wildlife watchers, and also trophy hunters. So it's really interesting, and they're beautiful, beautiful deer. Oh, look at that. Look at that one. Aw. Yeah, it's just blurry. That's a cool picture, though, isn't it? That's a beautiful picture. That is really cool. Okay. Where was I at? Justin, what's going on? Hello, hello. Just started racing stuff and you don't have issues. With no issues, then you found the problem. No. That would be so difficult. LJ, what's up, Laura? Great view of my backyard over farm next to a mountain, has windmills on it. People stop on the road to take pics. Yeah, see, that's exactly the kind of stuff I would love to see. I would love to see some of that. And I know you put some of that on Facebook, I think, from time to time. Or maybe it was Latoya recently put something. I think maybe it was Latoya. I can't remember. I'm sorry that I get you guys confused. He just passed away. First words I heard from Rico today. I'm sorry, Nancy V. Hilarious, yes. He was a hilarious guy, and he passed away this past year. How about pictures of random things from really close, and everyone in chat has to guess what is photographed, and Bella's still a winner? It sounds familiar, Myrtle Singh. That's funny. Sounds a little too familiar, Benjamin says. I can send you a picture of the bicycle I just picked up. I mean, hey, if that's something important to you. Stephen has caught 11 fish. Yeah, Rachel, I think, is at like 21. Barbara Jackson Gordon, hi. What do we got? We got 20 minutes left. Alt plus F4. Yeah, that'll shut it off, all right. Can't fool me, Myrtle Singh. We used to do that all the time. You just need to hit Alt F4. And it's for people who don't know, that shuts whatever the window is. Whatever the current window is, that will close it. That'll shut it down. All right. Scrolling. Paul McCarthy, some of the cats would be cool, Lisa. It'd be nice to see some of the deer, too. Zenny says, what's up with the whimpering? I missed that part. What was I whimpering? What was I doing? Nice ding-a-ling. That's a girthy eggplant. Thank you. And again, that is specifically for That is specifically for Brookley because I know most of you know the story, but my dog Tucker, I still have the rug. He used to sit right on my well, a lot of times on my feet. He had a foot fetish. That dog had a foot fetish. He always had to be sitting on somebody's feet or next to their feet. At night when he slept on my feet. He just always had to be by feet, which is gross to me because feet are nasty. But there's a rug down here, and Tucker would always sit on that rug, and I was always looking down, talking to Tucker. And Brookley just had discovered me through Steven. She lives close to Steven and Jenna, and she didn't know if I was talking to a dog or to my genitalia, because I'm looking down and I'm talking to Tucker, so she didn't know. So she sent a message to Steven saying, hey, is he talking to his penis or does he have a dog down there? And he, of course, shared it with me, and that's why she gets the eggplant. And that's why she sent a bunch of phallic toys for Wally as well. That was very nice of her to do. I wish she wasn't so busy. She's always busy. Brookley is. I miss her in the streams because she's always got stuff going on. She's always she keeps herself very busy and occupied all the time. Scrolling down. I'm rabbit sometimes too. Food solves that. Are the deer active duty? Chris Aquazone. What's up, Chris? What's happening, dude? We still need to get you back on the Focus On, too. I know you've been out of town and you've been super busy. Ooh, look at this one. Wait, I got to show you another one. I just saw this picture here. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's a good picture. Look at this guy. That is a cool picture. I'm not a hunter. Look at that guy. Young buck. Not young, but isn't that a beautiful deer? Isn't that just beautiful? How do you kill something like that? I have friends that hunt quite a bit, and oftentimes they talk about, they go out and they just look at the deer in their scope. They're not gonna take the shot because the animal is just so beautiful. And I have friends that also feed their family by hunting. They get their tags every year and they feed their family with it. It helps to feed their family. I have nothing against hunting, unless it's trophy hunting, and then I think that's repugnant. I think it's disgusting for trophy hunters. It's just me. It's my opinion. I think it's disgusting. But if you're hunting for sustenance or to help manage, then that's a different thing. Anyways, we're not gonna get into preaching. No preaching today. Barbara Jackson Gordon said we have tons of deer, gophers, raccoons, and coyotes in suburbia. Creek that winds through the neighborhood and they travel through there. Gotcha. The water always brings it, right? The milkshake brings all the deers to the yard. Matt said the same thing. No hate, but I don't know how people can kill deer so cute. Again, they do taste good, Benjamin Peters said. Yeah. Spoiled sushi, Seneca deer, yeah. Do you know the area? I used to work in Seneca County. That's the county I used to work for. Not for super long. It was at the end of my career. You leave Bambi alone. I worked with a white buck, full piebald fawn for several years in rehab. Nice, beautiful. Nancy B says, I didn't say hi, Nancy B. Hi. I like deer much more before one suicided himself in my truck a few years ago. Beautiful animals, though. Yeah. I mean, I've, knock on wood, I've bumped one time. That's it. I've had friends, though. I used to talk about Gary when I used to work at a place in Rochester. It was a gear making company. And on Fridays in the IT department, we would play Castle Wolfenstein. And the very first time, I was never good at first-person shooters. I'm just not. I've just never been good at them. And now I don't even play them at all. But the first time we played, I accidentally shot Gary. He was on my team. And I get how frustrating that can be, the team killer, But he got so mad. So I was the help desk administrator. I sat at the very front of the whole IT area. It was a big room, and they all have cubicles back in there, and I could hear him just screaming and throwing stuff, and he was so mad that I started doing it all the time after that. Because he just got so mad about it was a game, I started looking for Gary to kill him. I always wanted to be on Gary's team, and I would always kill him every time. But anyways, Gary and his wife were driving one time, the little pickup truck, and they hit a buck, and the antlers actually ripped up his wife's face right by her ear. Jesus Christ. Yes, right by her ear. She could see all the sounds right by her eye. She had massive scars right here. It was so close to losing her eye from that. It went through the windshield and messed up her face pretty bad right around there, but did not take the eye. She was so lucky. So lucky. Night Owl says, I took a pic of a pair of white deer in a sea of kudzu up in Virginia. Up in Virginia. I resent those fur baby pictures via email. Let me know if I show up. Oh, you sent. Resent. I went, I resent those fur baby pictures. Why'd you? I still had them on the email. Oh, no. I still had them from your text. I saved them to a place. What command? Not sure what your command was, Matt. Still don't allow comment. Jesus Christ, I think I'm done. I'd rather deer be hunted than hit by vehicles. Especially when they feed people. Again, I have a lot of friends in the area that do use the venison to feed their families, to help feed their families. One guy has like 6 kids, and he'll go out with friends who also have the tags, and the friend will get their deer and give it to Pete too, so that he can feed his family. And he has a lot of different recipes. He's made some really good venison stew and venison chili and venison jerky and just all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. One dude tried to hack the deer's leg off to save it. Rich people ain't right in the head. I agree with that. Zenny. Sorry. My first fish. White squirrels in the backyard, Night Owl said. Very skittish, and every pick I got looks like a cotton ball on a tree. I don't know if I've ever seen white squirrels here. We get the red ones. We get a few of the black ones, and we get some of the gray ones. And I don't know how common they are to every place, but uh-oh. Do you see what I see? Whip. Whip. That dog's going to come poop in my yard, Whip. Whip. That dog's going to come poop in my yard. Whip. Sorry, it's... being busy keeps the thoughts away. Gotcha. Yeah. Thoughts are scary and rambly. Reading does that for me. Reading, I can really throw myself. I've been reading the Wheel of Time again. I'm on book 13, and I really throw myself into that. Like I get just absorbed by it. Although I have to say, I've read the series quite a few times, but there's a lot of times where he is just. Okay. Where he is just describing, we're on book 13. I don't need to know what that person's character is. That person's been in every single book heavily since the very first book. You don't need to describe what they look like again. I find myself scanning through pages like super quick, not even really reading, just scanning and absorbing what's there to see if there was something to the story or if he's just describing an area again. That part drives me crazy about the series. I feel like he just constantly describes the things, and that's great when you're world building at the beginning few books. But if there's 14 books in the series and you're still describing areas that you've been to a dozen times by the 13th book, then you're just padding. Matt says we found one in our backyard like 10 years ago, completely empty. It's likely that it slit itself on barbed wire. Oh. Trophy hunting. Oh, my college days were glorious. I'm not anti-hunting. I'm just too much of a puss to do it myself is all I'm saying. And you know what? I agree with that. You are a puss. I agree with that for me. I am as well. I don't know that I could kill an animal. And I get how hypocritical. What the hell is going on with me today? Hypocritical that is, because I enjoy a burger. I enjoy a turkey sandwich. I enjoy, steak. I eat meat, so I should be able, but I don't think I ever could. I don't think I ever could. If deer devastate crops, they become quite less cute. Yeah. I used to pass it when I went to dog shows at Sampson State Park. I don't know where Sampson State Park is. Let's go look at that. Let's see how close you were. It sounds familiar to me, but I don't remember where Sampson State Park is. And it's in Seneca County. So it's right on the lake. It's right on Seneca Lake. I've been there. I didn't know what it was called, but I have been there. Yeah, quite a few times. Yeah, that Seneca County is where I used to work, and it's a beautiful county. There's only like 35,000 people in the entire county. It's a beautiful area, though. It's in the Finger Lakes. Seneca Lake is right there. It's right between the two. Beautiful, beautiful area. The ear bone's connected to the nasal cavity. No. What time is it? We got 8 minutes left. And again, I'm not going to send you guys anywhere today, but you do have a couple of choices. Graham always goes at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Aquarium Adventures. And then Lefty is doing his comeback stream. He hasn't been streaming forever. And that's at 4:30. So you got a couple of choices there. And, again, fishfam.link. You can go look at the calendar and see all the streams coming up and stuff like that. Tell Rico to take everyone else's pellets away. Excuse me. I added some of Athena. Somehow left her off the text photos. However, I forgot her. I don't know. 16 years. Gotcha. Barbara Jackson says, not a big fan of most venison, but venison dry type sausage is fantastic. There's some venison, you're right, I don't care for, but most of the time I like it. The jerky's really good. Chili with it is really good. You don't see a dog. Also, what dog? It's just poop. It'll be okay. It's not my poop. It's not my dog's poop. It's somebody else's poop. Somebody else's dog's poop. Yeah. The sun's shining on Rico's head in an angelic way. It just faded too. But yeah, I can see the sun. It's gone. I mean, it's very cloudy over there. This time of the year, the sun does come through that window. That's why this, the 45 tall that's over in the corner, does get some direct sunlight this time of year. So it does get some algae. The autocyclists love it, though. There's a couple of autocyclists in there, and they do really well. They're nice and fat. That's what it was, Zenny. I thought that's when I was doing the thing with the sun, I thought that's what you were talking about. Sorry, I have a mustache hair. All right. I'm going to scroll down to get to the bottom here because all right. That's how I read The Hobbit. So many pages of description, dozens at a time. Yeah. Stop sending out fish every time I need to send a work email. That's when I do it, though. I know, oh, there's the email. Without my wife and modern food distribution, I would starve to death. Fish every time I step away to do something. You could do anything if you were starving. Probably. I mean, I've never been in that situation, so I would tend to agree with you. You know, yeah. Speaking of that series of books, I have books 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For the longest time, I thought I lost book 6, and I realized the series only has 8 books. Yeah. Gotcha. Graham's got the table flipping quiz game. You know, I never make it over there on Fridays. Yeah, never make it over. Clan of the Cave Bear's good. Yep. I like when Michelle reads Clan of the Cave Bear because it's she's read it a couple times and it's very motivational for her when what's her name? What's the I forgot what her name is, the main protagonist. Whatever her name is, when she leaves the Neanderthals, when she leaves them and finds her own people, and they become embroiled sexually. When they start having sex, it's a great motivational thing. I'm just saying. Because a lot of times, not always, a lot of times women are more, visual. They're not visual. The reading of something does it. Guy up the street got mad that Brittany would poop in his yard, even though I clean it up. I told him I could stop cleaning it up. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind if they did clean it up, but they don't. And it's not. And if it was just the dog running around, I probably wouldn't even care so much. But it's everything else with those neighbors that goes with it. That's a big part of it. It's the fact that they sort of take advantage every time, and I'm constantly having to create limits with those neighbors and say, no, you're not using my stuff, use your own shit. I shouldn't have to do that with neighbors, especially when they don't ask, because that's another thing. If they were like, hey, can we do this? I probably would say yes, or I'd say no, but we could do this instead, give them some options or something, but they don't even do that. That's a big part of it too. At least communicate with me and let me know that you would like to do that. If you'd like to do something, maybe I can help. But there's just been, it started with the snowmobiles. He asked if he could leave some cut up wood on the back of the property in this one section. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead. You can do that. He asked. Well, then a couple months later, I'm walking by and there's a whole bunch of snowmobiles sitting there in that area. And I'm like, hey, that's not wood. I don't want you leaving. And, there are a bunch of old snowmobiles. So how much oil now has been leaked on that property area? So I was like, you got to move those. You can keep the wood there, but I don't want you putting any machinery or equipment or, anything like that on there. And he said, okay. And then he didn't move them for like 4 months. And I finally went to him and said, if they don't go away, then I'm going to keep them. They're mine. They're on my property. I'm just going to take them. And then he got rid of them. It's ridiculous. But then there's just been a bunch of other stuff besides that. It's just been they're just not good neighbors. So when somebody is that kind of a shitty neighbor, then every little thing sort of stacks up. Fish Hippie 39 was lurking. He's home. Time to feed the fishes. Hello. Nobody tell me I was way more than one mustache hair. Yeah, but only one in my mouth. Over white rice. What, Nathan? Oh, a friend of mine would take ground venison and make individual meatloaf and put them in a crock pot and slow cook them for most day like a brown gravy type sauce. Delicious over white rice. That sounds good. Next week, cichlids coming. What are you getting? What are you getting, Heather? You got the Endlers too, wasn't that you? We got Selfin, Mollies, Pea Puffers, Shrimp, and Tetras from Dan's the last 2 weeks. I've been thinking about Mollies and Swordtails, and I think I'm going to shift gears a little bit more towards live bears. I really do. I think I'm going to get more into live bears. I think I seem like I have better luck, but also just more enjoyment from the live bears. I get it. They find each other hot. Move on. Second book in the Fourth Wing was difficult to get through because she would describe the sex scenes in detail every time. likey. I get it. They find each other hot and move on. I don't mind reading about some sex. Clan of the Cave Bear, first couple books, but the last book was kind of like what we wanted the cowboy book to be. Gotcha. I couldn't read but one chapter of 50 Shades of Grey. I never read any of those. I heard that they're just horribly written. And I just feel like if you're going to go that route, you might as well actually look at or read the real stuff, you know? We almost always clean up the dog's poop on walks, our exception, but yeah, it's in someone's front yard, we clean up. Yeah, same here. Same here. We got the little doggy bags, and we do that as well. We make sure to clean up when we take them for a walk. But just like you said, exceptions. On this side of the road, it's all just woods. There's no houses. There's nothing. And the town comes through and mows down, by the road. So there's a little bit of grass and then the woods. And when he gets over close to the woods, we just let it stay because nobody's going to be walking there, right? Nobody's going to be walking there to step in it or anything. Zenny's thinking about Molly's too. I think Ringwald was the best. You bitch. I'm teasing Zenny. Half Beaks. I have California Mollies. Half Beaks, yeah. There's so many different ones. Different live bears. Now I try to do it and miss the damn fish. And I called you a name. And I called you a name too, Zenny. So not only did you miss the fish. Ayla. Clan of the Cave Bear main character Ayla. Thank you, Whip. And it's after 4, so you've got choices. Go watch. Thanks for hanging out with me for 2 hours. Tomorrow night is a Focus On with Alex from Fathom Aquatics, and then that's it. I haven't scheduled for next Tuesday yet. I might be dropping some of the Focus Ons. I do have a few left to get to on the Focus Ons, but I might be slowing down with those to maybe like once a month or something like that. I've only got 5 or 6 people left on the list, I think. And we do want to do some redos and go back over because some people it was, 3 years ago when we started doing those. So, a lot changes in 3 years. Pretty metallic yellow with yellow and black mosaic pattern tails. Maybe, Barbara. Yeah, we can talk. Yeah, we can talk. Right now, I don't want to set up another tank right now, but I do need to get this tank taken down and put that bluegill in another tank. I've got 2 tanks of the Godaids now. I have to think about that. Maybe I would have to put up another tank. The bluegill, I'm thinking it might go in with the tetras. I just know it's going to kill those tetras, though. I just know it. It took care of the minnows. Once it got to a certain size, it didn't even eat them. It just destroyed them. It's 302. It's 402. I feel like bitch has become a term of endearment now. That's bad. That's bad, Zenny. I shouldn't call you that. I only do because how, we're good friends and I don't really mean it, but it's still, that's not a good thing. I need to stop saying that. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll see you. Still, like I said, go look at fishfam.link. There are so many streams left today. Bye. Clicking buttons.